everybody, and welcome to another episode of Inside Wildcat Country, the monthly television show dedicated exclusively to University of New Hampshire athletics. I'm your host, Heather Ross. The gymnastics team prepares to host the Eagle Championships at the Whittemore Center on March 22nd. Then, it's a family affair here at UNH as women's basketball coaches Maureen McGarity and Brendan Copes give us an inside look at their lives off the court. But first, the UNH swim team conquered its second consecutive America East title. But let's take a look at how two of the swimmers apply that competitive edge inside the classroom as well. Welcome back to Inside Wildcat Country. Later this month, the ice behind me will be transformed into the stage where the UNH gymnastics team will be hosting the 2014 East Atlantic Gymnastics League Championships. We caught up with a few of the gymnasts and their coach Gail Goodspeed about what it will be like to compete at the Whittemore Center. Welcome back to Inside Wildcat Country. Maureen McGarity and Brendan Copes certainly have their hands full as coaches of the very successful UNH women's basketball team. But let's take a look at how they juggle their Wildcat family with their own growing family at home. Presented by America East. Well, that's all we have for now. I hope you enjoyed this month's episode. I'm Heather Ross, and we'll see you next time, Inside Wildcat Country. We're here at Lundholm Gymnasium for the 9th annual Volley for Holly event put on by the UNH volleyball team. Members of the UNH athletic community and staff members all hit the courts today to support a great cause. Spring football is already underway here in Durham, and all this month we'll be taking a look at some of the different ongoing position battles within the team, all leading up to the spring game in May. This week we caught up with the quarterbacks Andy Valis and Sean Goldrich to see how their competition is panning out. With the top three rushers returning to the Wildcat backfield, the team looks forward to expanding the roles of the talented trio. Nico Soretti, who surpassed the 1,000-yard milestone last season, Jimmy Owens, a fellow senior, and Dalton Crossan, a breakout star as a redshirt freshman. Running back coach Mike Ferzocco looks forward to distributing the carries among his talented weapons. Senior tight end Harold Spears and wide receiver Jimmy Giansante have made their own impacts as leaders on and off the field. But today we heard of some of the younger standouts who are making an impact this spring. Coach, since Justin Mello graduated last season, who are some of the guys you see stepping up to fill his shoes? UNH football participated in its annual spring game today to cap off the spring football season. The final score was 27 for Team Wild and 0 for Team Cats. But overall, the experience is just about getting guys out there and getting some experience before the season in the fall. Coach, tell us about how you think that game went. Talk about some of the younger guys who surprised you today. Jimmy, since Justin Mello graduated this season, do you feel yourself stepping up and taking on an increased role? All right, Rob, the spring game's an opportunity for some of the younger guys to get in there, get their feet wet, and get some looks at people that you don't normally see. Do you think the team benefits from this experience? This Friday, the Wildcats take to the ice at TD Garden in the Hockey East semifinal round for the first time since 2011. Coming off a series win against Northeastern last weekend, UNH looks towards Providence College. Offensively, the Cats are focusing on creating a lot of traffic in front of the Providence net in order to create scoring opportunities in front of goaltender John Gillies. On the defensive end, it's all about keeping Providence out of the New Hampshire net. The Wildcats compete in Boston this Friday night at 8 p.m. The winner of that matchup moves on to the final round on Saturday night. I'm Heather Ross for UNH Wildcat Productions. We're here at TD Garden for the semifinal round of the Hockey East tournament, where Kevin Gumas led the Wildcats with 2 goals in UNH's 3-1 victory over Providence College. UNH returns to the Garden again Saturday night for the final round of the Hockey East tournament, where they'll face UMass Lowell at 7 p.m. I'm Heather Ross for UNH Wildcat Productions. Back at TD Garden for the final round of the Hockey East Championship, where UNH fell to UMass Lowell 4-0. UNH generated multiple scoring opportunities throughout the night, despite the pressure from the UMass Lowell defensemen, but could not capitalize on those opportunities.
I was very pleased with the way
Getting to this point was an accomplishment in itself for the Wildcats. Tonight marked UNH's 8th title game appearance and their first since 2007. I'm Heather Ross for UNH Wildcat Productions. After taking a week off following the home-and-home sweep against BU, UNH hits the ice in preparation for the weekend at Merrimack. Wildcat captain Eric Knodel said that the team has been focusing on getting the competitive edge back in their game in order to face a hostile environment in the final 2 away games of the regular season. The Cats face off against the Warriors this Friday at 7 in North Andover. Tune in on Friday and Saturday night for post-game coverage. I'm Heather Ross for UNH Wildcat Productions.